You're on the field with Gulf Coast head coach Jack Wright. Jack, a really dominant performance, I thought, tonight. 34-7 win over Hinds. What'd y'all do tonight to get that done?
Really just a lot of defensive stops. That's the thing that stands out in my mind. It seems like they were always punting. They were always in third medium, third and long, and they had a hard time converting. They converted some, in fairness, but they did not convert any critical downs consistently, and I think that our defense just played really, really well tonight. They played sound, and we tackled well. That's the thing that stands out. We tackled almost every time Hinds had a guy in space, we got him on the ground, and that's how they had been playing. Hinds has been playing really well offensively because they have a lot of guys on offense that can make plays, and I think we limited that, to say the least tonight.
I think the Regulators gave up 147, 157 total yards. The only touchdown they got was on a 3-yard drive after a block punt. You started talking about the Regulators. Let's talk about them a little more. They were just really good. Really good.
Just again, not one really individual on that side stood out tonight. I mean, everybody made tackles. Everybody did their job. They made some plays. Their quarterback made some throws. They have a couple of great running backs that put together huge games before playing us tonight. And we just limited that. I don't know what else to say. It's not like we got a ton of sacks. It's not like we created a ton of turnovers and made huge plays. We just really limited what they did.
Yeah, they weren't able to convert third downs consistently to get down the field, and in fact they had some third and shorts and had motion trying to get off the ball. So let's talk about the offense now. Pat McQuaide, 25 of 34, 349 yards. He had a touchdown, no interceptions. He deflected all the credit to the team in the interview we'll see next, but he was really, really efficient.
Really was. We made plays in the passing game tonight. That really was the difference in the game. We got the ball to the receivers in zone coverage, and then they made a guy miss, and that got a lot of yak. That's the thing that stands out immediately after the game is Pat played really well. His receivers really helped him, and none of that happens without the offensive line, providing protection.
Y'all were able to throw the ball downfield a few times as well, try and stretch him out, I think, a little bit also.
Yeah, we've got some guys that we think create some tough matchups. And so, defensively, teams have got to decide if they're going to bracket that guy or try to stop the run. And they left us one-on-one several times tonight. And, just great job by our quarterback and our receivers converting. But just because you have a one-on-one doesn't always mean that you're going to be able to take advantage of it. We did tonight. We took advantage of it. And, the thing that stands out is our receivers really broke a lot of tackles and made people miss in space.
Yeah, they were shake and bake all over the place, getting, like Pat said, throw short, run long. They were able to do that a lot.
Right.
And then when he came off walking up here, you didn't think we ran the ball very well, but we had 100 and something yards rushing, and I think kind of ground them down as the night went on.
Yeah, it was. They have a really, really good defensive line. They have not given up a ton of rushing yards all year long, so we knew it would be tough sledding in there tonight. It was. I was hoping we could run the ball a little better early in the game, but it did. It took a while for us to be able to run the ball efficiently. But that goes back to, our receivers were able to make plays in those one-on-one situations. The team's difficult to run on for a reason. They're talented and they're stacking the box. And so just a good balanced effort. We kind of took advantage of what they were doing.
Huge week next week. All the marbles. You win. You're South champs. You're the number 1 seed from the South. What are y'all going to be focusing on this week?
Don, it's going to sound cliche coming from me, but we come in every Sunday at 5 o'clock with a fresh slate. We've got to look at Jones. I've been here 5 years. Every year that I've played Jones, it's always been a big matchup in the South. It's no different this year, so it's one that you circle on the schedule. And it's going to be a great game. They got a ton of talent and really, really good coaches. We've got good players. So it's going to be a great game. It'll be a big week of prep. I think our kids are locked in. I'm sure theirs are too. And it should be a fun matchup.
You win that game, you'll get home field advantage and get to stay at Perk, I think, through the duration. So we've got a big one to win.
I don't even want to think about that, Don. We've got a game next week to play, and then we'll let the playoffs sort themselves out.
All right, congratulations, Jack.
Yeah, thank you.
Here on the field with redshirt freshman quarterback Pat McQuaide from Solon, Ohio. Pat, career high tonight, 349 yards, 25 of 34, a touchdown pass, no picks. Good night for you.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, it's a reflection on everybody else. unfortunately, the stats go to my name, but, I mean, the offensive line did a great job against a really, really good front that Hinds had, and they have some big-time DBs that are going to go – people are going to watch play on Saturdays for years to come. So, I mean, our receivers, it's throw short, run long, and those guys are in space, and they're dangerous. So, the stats go to my name, but, I mean, it's all on those guys, the line and the receivers.
You guys really make it hard on the defense, going sideline to sideline, fake a run one way and sling it the other way really quick. What do you see back there as a quarterback?
I think it's just managing and getting guys in position to make plays. I mean, it's speed and space. If they're not going to respect the speed, and they give them space, and we got to put the ball on them. And that's my job. I mean, Coach Wright, we talk all the time, it's being a point guard. You're not playing quarterback, you're being a point guard. So those guys are dangerous, so we just got to give them the ball in space. And, I mean, it shows. They run all over the place. It's fun to watch.
I think y'all were able to run the ball pretty well, too, especially late. You guys got that stable of running backs that let you kind of grind games out.
Yeah, those guys are great. T-Train and Xavier and Cam, I mean, they're horses, all three of them. They're great players, and they just run hard. No matter what it is, no matter what happens, they just run hard. So I love it.
Regulators gave up, I think it was less than 150 total yards. The only touchdown they gave up was on a 3-yard drive after a block punt. I mean, it's awesome, I'm sure, for you to watch them play.
Yeah, it's great. I mean, they make it easy. They make it easy, right? They make plays, they play hard, and it's impossible to drive on them and to score. So, I mean, they do a great job throughout the whole week. And I know firsthand because they do it to me in practice. So, I mean, if anyone knows, it's me and our offense. But, I mean, this is nothing new. We expect that from those guys because they do it every day in practice. So, it's awesome to see, but we're definitely not surprised.
Being from Ohio, you may not understand the magnitude of the Gulf Coast Jones kind of rivalry that's going on here. Mm-hmm. Two really good teams for the past few years. What do you guys got to do this week to get ready for them?
I think we just have to – the biggest thing is it's about us. I mean, we got into some trouble early, losing a couple games, so these last 3 weeks have kind of been playoff games, and it's just we need to focus on us. We need to get in the film, take care of the body, and we need to do what we do best and just play. We play really hard, and I think that – Jones is a great team, and we're going to give them all the respect that they deserve. But, I mean, it comes down to us. We got to execute. We got to play well. And we get them at home, which is a big advantage for us playing back home.
Big whiteout week next week. Hopefully it won't be too cold to keep the camouflage jackets on, but we'll see. Congratulations, Pat.
Thank you very much.
Here on the field with Jamarcus Jones, better known as Julio Jones, a sophomore defensive back from Union. Julio, regulators came to play tonight, 157 total yards y'all allowed. The one touchdown you gave up was a 3-yard drive. What were y'all doing tonight that made you so successful?
Like Coach said in the locker room, he said we got to play hard for 60 minutes, and that's what we really did. Everybody came together, played as a team. We finally played as a team, and it showed tonight what we could do.
What was y'all's game plan against them to try and get them contained? I think y'all did a pretty good job keeping the quarterback in the pocket.
Yes, sir. We mainly had to just shut down the run. When we shut down the run, that's when the whole building fall.
What'd you see out of the offense tonight? They were pretty dominant, it looked like.
Yeah, the receivers, Kamari Odom, Bradley, they all came to play. Everybody on this team, every 22, we played a big role. We had to come together as a team.
And y'all finally got a pick there at the end. Jervin got the pick. Do you know what happened on that play?
Yes, sir. Jervin told me, he was like, Julio, I got to get one. And about 2 plays later, he got his pick, and he did.
I heard him coming off the field, the possession before that, he said, I got to get one, and so he went out there and manifested it, I think. The words manifested it. You guys have a huge game next week for the South Division title. What are y'all going to be doing this week to prepare?
We're just going to be locked in, ready for Jones. Nothing major.
All right, thank you, Julio.
Yes, sir, thanks.